What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 307 for the week of October 1st, 2023. It's spoopy season. The title of this week's episode is Warming Up for Worlds. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in the old school Pro Talk shirt, Will, aka I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I am doing well as well. I'm doing great in my new noobcombo.com t-shirt. One of two that are available right now over on noobcombo.com's merch site. And if you're wondering what I meant by the set maybe coming crashing down, you'll notice up where the posters are, there's the second noobcombo.com world's shirt that again is available. So there you go. Will said, Riz says, yo, dude, Will lost half his arm. Oh shit. It's just because of how I have it cropped. Sorry.
Is it okay? Is it my right side or my left side? Do I have to turn? Do I got to move?
Technically,
am I just too cropped in?
There you go. You're fine. It's all good. It's all good. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. We're here to talk about some shit. Will, do you want to know what's coming up on this week's episode? Coming up on this week's episode of the show.
What do you got?
Well, great question. We start the show off with a cool announcement from members of the HCS Pro Talk Discord server. So if you're not already a member, you should join that because then it's free, by the way. Just ! Discord in the chat if you're watching live, or links are always included in the Google Doc of the show to the show, which is in the description of every single episode. So feel free to use that as well. So a link to the Discord will be in that if you're not watching live. Jaza, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. And Zanny with the bit, hashtag bit by bit. Thank you very much for that as well. The invite is invalid. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Thanks for the reminder. I can get that done during the show and then make sure that it's all taken care of. But we have a cool announcement for members of the HCS Pro Talk Discord. And again, if you're not, we'll get the invite taken care of. We'll get everybody in there. It'll be fun. More Worlds information has been released ahead of the big tournament, which is literally less than 2 fucking weeks away. And then we have our topic of the Halo World Championship Warm Up hosted by Complexity, the results for that. So, fuck yeah. Will, without further ado, instead of starting with the competitive news, let's start with an announcement. Here is the announcement, ladies and gentlemen. You think the panel link still works? Well, I fucking hope so. Like I said, I'll get a new link. We'll figure it out. But here's what we're going to do. Over in the Discord, Will put a link in the chat. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you.
There you go.
We are going to do a Halo World Championship 2023 Predictions Challenge. A Predictions Challenge. And again, this is only for members of our Discord. Okay? Again, it's free to join. There's no prerequisites or anything like that. Just make sure you're in there and then you can do it. Cool? Cool. Here's the overview of how this is going to work out. We are announcing the HCS Pro Talk Halo World Championship 2023 Predictions Challenge. In lieu of a traditional bracket challenge, we'll be utilizing the predictions tool created by the wonderful Halo Data Hive, which can be found at the link in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show, ! Show notes in chat. Also, a massive shout out to Peanut Mutt and Sleepy Fox for the idea and suggestion that we do this in the fucking first place. You guys are fucking awesome. You reached out via Discord and is like, hey, we should do something like this. I'm like, that's a fucking great idea. We should do something like this. And here we are, we're doing something like that. What's up, Grace? Welcome back. Shout out you and PD for the FFA tournament. It was fucking awesome. You guys bring the vibes. The best fucking vibes. Grace with a 3-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much. You're amazing. And I hope to see you at Worlds. I really do. What's up, Tools? Welcome back. Good to see you too. Riz with the 5-month resub. You get a woo! Oh, my throat's going to be raw, dude. All right. Here's how it works. You can navigate to the link that's included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Okay? Cool. You select the Submit My Predictions button. You click and drag the pools and standings to match your predictions. Here are some examples. For example, first in the pool would be at the top of the list for said pool. Okay, so you drag like your number one selection to the top of the list in that pool, then 2, 3, 4 accordingly. And then for first in the standings would be the top of the standings list. Okay, so you click and drag it to the top that you want to win first, and then you just put them in the order that you want. Bada bing, bada boom. Danny with the other bit, thank you. Hashtag bit by bit. And yeah, I knew me saying that my throat was going to be raw was going to be clipped. I expected that to happen. You're welcome, everybody. Once finished, simply take a screenshot of your completed predictions and post within the Predictions Challenge Discord channel in the server. Make sure to do that. Okay? Here's how the rules are going to work. Predictions must be submitted no later than Monday, October 9th at 7 p.m. Central Time to be considered for the competition. So yes, predictions must be submitted before our World's Preview show next week. Okay? That is the cutoff time. Only one prediction submission is allowed per Discord member. Points will be earned based on each correct placement prediction, including both pools and standings. Here are the point distributions, again, per correct placement prediction. So if you don't get it right, no points for that prediction. Okay? Daddy, I don't know. I don't know if it works on mobile or not. I don't know. So again, here are the point distributions per correct placement. In pools, 4th through 1st. So for each placing, it's 1 point per correct prediction. Okay? And since there's 4 pools, there are 4 points available for each placing for each pool, with a total of 16 potential points total. Okay? Because 4 times 4 is 16. Does that make sense? Cool. The reason why I didn't put a lot, I'll just say this. I did not put a lot of weighting on pools because typically you can assume how things are going to work out. Yes, there might be one pool that has some weird shit happen, but traditionally things happen the way you kind of expect them to, where the first place team going into it usually gets the first place in the pool. Maybe you have a shakeup, probably not, but there's that. So I didn't put a lot of weighting in the pools. Put a lot of weighting in the standings. Okay? So there's a total of 16 points available in pools, 1 point for each placing. There you go. Here are how the standings are going to work out for point distributions. 13th through 16th, 1 point. So up to 4 total because there's 4 placings there. 9th through 12th, 2 points. Up to 8 total because there's 4 placings there. 7th and 8th, 3 points apiece, up to 6 total. 5th, 6th, 4 points apiece, up to 8 total. 4th place will be 5 points if you get it correct. 3rd is 6 points. 2nd is 7 points. And 1st is 8 points, with a total of 52 potential points, depending upon the placing that you get correct. Okay? There you go. Submission that has the most points at the end of the tournament will win a prize. As for what that prize is, probably a piece of merch. That's what we'll say. Probably a piece of merch, probably some stickers included in that as well. You know, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. Ruby Hacks with a 3-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much for that. Daddy, thank you for the continued bits. Appreciate you. All right. So there you go. In order to submit your predictions, you must be a member of our Discord server. It is free. There's no prerequisites for it. It's just an easier way to keep track of everything. We have a dedicated channel for the predictions to be submitted to. You just do it all on the Halo Data Hive website, take a little screenshot, post it away. Simple as that. And again, submissions close Monday, October 9th at 7 p.m. Central Time. The time we start this show next Monday, submissions close. Okay? There you go. And then Will did post a link to the Discord server in chat. And I can probably just use that as like a replacement link for the command. If I can fucking learn how to speak properly. Do we know if that one expires, Will? Or is it set not to?
The one I put in the chat was just a quick invite, so it'll go away shortly.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll just need to make a new one, and then I'll just make the thingy-majiggy. I'll just ask you, are you able to create a new one for me? Or do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay, you do it. Post it in the chat. I'll copy paste it. I'll put it in the fucking command. We'll be good to go. Snag, thank you for the bit. Welcome back. Good to see you. Also, I'm sorry I missed this earlier, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. It's good to see you. I'm kind of off the rails a little bit, as it was. Ha 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 ha. That's a pun for the Patreon, folks. But yeah, hope everyone's having a great night. We got a lot to talk about. It's going to be a good time. Happy you're here if you're watching live. Thank you so much. Thanks for the bits, the subs, the follows, everything. You guys just hanging out in the chat. You guys are fucking amazing. Will, is that the new link?
Yep.
Phenomenal.
The new evergreen link.
Oh, I love you. I'm going to post it. I'm going to update the Discord command in for the chat. Bada bing, bada boom. It's been updated. We can go on with the fucking show, baby. It's time for some competitive news. Here's a reminder, Europa Halo Blackpool teams. This is by Europa Halo. If you're a team that is playing in the Europa Halo Blackpool event, you will need to play in the Seeding Cup. You can't miss it, bitch. You better sign the fuck up. And you better sign up now. Because guess what? Sign-ups are live right now. It's taking place Saturday, November 4th at noon UK time. And this will be group seating for the LAN, which is on the line. John with the gifted sub to Halt. That means you get a woo! Love you, Danny Phantom. Is this what a raw throat sounds like? I genuinely don't know what is going on. So I swear to God, my daughter brought something home from daycare. But I'm over that now. Now it's just literally the right side of my throat just kills. And so my wife is like, oh, maybe it's postnasal drip. And I'm like, this feels worse than that. This honest to God feels like when my daughter brought home hand, foot, and mouth. And for those who don't know what that is, it's not fun. It's just not fun. It's not awful, but it just sucks. It just sucks. And so we had it back to back, and my throat feels like it did at that time. So I don't know if I got that again or whatever, but it's not a fun time. Other than that, we're doing all right. So, Will, about that Halo World Championship FFA sweepstakes.
Yeah.
This is by Reverbed. And he said, went to play a few more Worlds FFA matches to hit Onyx before it closed that night. But they already removed it early? Damn, they didn't follow the schedule they provided. So now, for those who don't recall, last week we talked about how you had less than 24 hours to continue playing that playlist because we record shows on Mondays and we release them at noon Central on Tuesdays, right? And in Twitter conversations and official tweets and whatnot, they said that the playlist was around for 1 week, right? From a Tuesday to Tuesday. So reset to reset. Yep. But according to the actual terms of service of the sweepstakes, the rules of the sweepstakes, that wasn't to be the case at all. Here's what the rules actually say. The sweepstakes starts at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time on September 19th, 2023, and ends at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on September 26th, 2023, which is the entry period. So I don't know what that was about, but there you go. I get where Ty is coming from, but they said it would rotate out with the Tuesday update, and the update happens at the same time every week. I agree, Tools. I agree. This is what we talked about on the show last week. We were saying exactly that. At reset, it's gonna go away. I'm just the fact that it says something different in the official terms, it's just it's a little fucky. You know what I mean? But no, it's exactly what we talked about last week. We said it was going to end at reset. You only had a certain amount of time left. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. And then there are going to be side tournaments that are taking place at Worlds. I believe this includes Halo 5, Infinite, Halo 3, and Halo 2 in MCC. I don't think there's any Halo 1 tournaments. But there's also another one that's going to be taking place. And that is the Halo Infinite Sen City 2v2. Wait for it. Throwdown! They're back. This is announced by HCS and Sentinels. $5,000 is up for grabs in the Halo Infinite Sen City 2v2. Wait for it. Throwdown! Live at the Halo World Championship 2023. So there you go. Grab your twos, buddy, and go sign up and compete. Be fucking awesome. Siri, I did not start you. Shut the fuck up. I don't know why my phone thought that I said that, but I didn't. So, thanks, phone. That's it for the competitive news. I'm not gonna do the bite this time, Will, but this is where we would have roster mania. Do we have roster mania, Will?
There's nothing going on.
You don't
Teams
say.
are getting up for Worlds, you know.
I like it. Well, actually, I lied. There is technically a roster mania announcement, but they announced their roster for season 3, and I'm like, I don't care right now. We'll talk about it in the off season, I guess. So no real need to mention it right now. But yes, there technically it has been the new roster that's been announced, but whatever. Enlightened, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. And Dubcheek, thank you for the follow and welcome to the live show. Daddy, what? What's up, DeBear? We'll see you at Worlds as well. Beloved, welcome back. What team? I don't remember. I have them saved. I have it saved. You guys are going to fucking make me do roster radio right now, aren't you fucking assholes? I don't want to dig through this shit. God damn it.
We'll get it next time.
Yeah. Literally, I'm not going to dig.
Season.
Yeah, I'm not going to dig through this to try to find it. I have it saved. I'm not worried about it right now. I'm not doing it, beloved. You can't fucking make me. Oh, the HCS Pro Talk squad coming at Worlds wearing the merch on Friday? Oh, yeah, you're right. Ego checking AM teams. Get out of here. Motherfucker, if there's anybody that was doing AM players a service, it was us. For the past 5.5 fucking years, Tools. All right? Who else is going to talk about them when HCS isn't going on? That's right, nobody. But here we are. Enlightened ass. Thoughts on Sparty? I watched a few of his streams. Seems to think his shit doesn't stink, but does when you have... wait, but does he have a main stage W? I don't think so. He does, Enlightened. He does. I have nothing against
Halo.
Tyler.
It was right as Halo 5 was starting to die down, right?
Yeah, he had a Reach MCC win with that, Team Mantra, where we don't need to talk about that organization. That thing's a fucking sham. But the team did win. But no, there are things like, I'm not going to get into shitting on players or anything like that. Like, there are things that I don't agree with what Tyler has said online. Like, I'm open. I'll say that anytime. It's true. And there's things that I agree with what he says. He is who he is, and I think he's a phenomenal talent. And honest to God, we talk about how we want every team to succeed, but like, I've always wanted Sentinels to succeed. Like, I think they have a great roster. Love their coach. And yeah, I just want to see him win. All good, Enlightened. I'm just making sure people understand that. That's all. Because Tyler gets a lot of hate. Like, Tyler gets a lot of hate. And I just want to make sure it's understood that we're not here to do stuff like that. So yeah, that's all. Dub says, since Microsoft owns Activision and Activision owns MLG, HCS needs to do some rebranding. No, they don't. It's fine. They don't need to do any rebranding. They're doing just fine. Oh, apparently, here's a fucking. It's a good thing I'm still on the competitive fucking news fucking screen right now. Apparently, the VIP individual who won the 343 studio tour has not responded yet. And that was on September 29th. And Div just tweeted out that in 25 minutes, if they don't respond, he's going to re-roll.
Oh.
He's going to re-roll in 25 minutes. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on the Twitters. All right. Will. With that, it's time for upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Look, merch. Look, merch. Oh, wrong side. There we go. Merch. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. On Friday, October 6th, we have the Ascending Baseline Weekly FFA. And that's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. And Dubcheek, that's fine if you want that. I don't think they need to rebrand MLG. MLG hasn't existed in its former capacity in a long time. So, whatever. I would love to see some of the old team representation come back, but some of the teams are owned by other individuals. Like some of the names are owned by other individuals. Like T-Squared owns Straight Rippin', Flamesword owns Status Quo, Maniac owns Believe the Hype, if I'm not mistaken. Like some of these names are already out there. They're just owned by different individuals. But I would love to see the older team names come back in some capacity as like a throwback event or whatever it was. I think that'd be really cool. So, Will, it's time for a Scrim tournament and league recaps. What do we got, sir?
First up, I guess Scrim's available for all regions at HaloDataHive.com. And speaking of Scrims, do they matter? We've had this conversation a lot on this show. And esports, or Halo esports stats, I should clarify, on Twitter, have put out a little statement. And they said, I went through every North America team's Scrim records before the last 3 events and compared them to their placing. There is a correlation of 0.66 between Scrim win percentage and placing at the next event. 0 equals no link, 1 perfect correlation. So yes, but not completely. SLC had the strongest correlation with a 0.78. SSG won most scrims and won the event. Arlington had the weakest with a 0.49. Optic won 74% of scrims and placed top 6. Teams that won, is that less than 50%? My brain is total. I think less than 50% had an average placing of 4th, whereas teams that won greater than 50% had an average placing of 7th. Less than, greater than? So, do they matter? Do they matter, Josh?
I don't think they matter. I like the question I had that wasn't answered in the statistics provided were like, what was the degree of difficulty of the opponents depending upon the win? You know, like if you have FaZe and Optic and SSG basically winning all their scrims, I would expect them to. They're the top 3 teams in the league.
Right.
But if you also have like, and I'm just throwing out a name out there, I don't mean this to be mean. If you have like Shopify Rebellion playing against top 8 teams, right? Like let's say 8 through 16 teams, and they're consistently winning. Their stats then are skewed towards a different side of it because, no offense to Shopify, but I don't see them winning Worlds. Or I don't see them winning an event necessarily. You know what I mean? Like the correlation's weird. Yeah. So,
and isn't there, we've heard periods of time where certain teams just don't scrim.
Exactly.
They're taking some time to do whatever they need to do. So
exactly.
You're right. It could depend on who you're scrimming before the event. Hell, it could matter how the bracket shakes out. If we have SSG, FaZe, and Optic all on one side of the bracket, that's going to change where you place and allow other teams to move forward that would generally hit a roadblock much earlier.
Exactly. Spring King, no. This is, if you look at the name of the portion of the show that we're on right now, Scrim Tournament league recaps. There you go. The only thing scrims necessarily matter for are for practice. Like that's it.
Dragon, saying they don't matter in the grand scheme of tournament placements.
No,
usually.
Yes, I don't think the correlation is important because, like I said, I think it's skewed based on the data, based on the teams that you're playing. Because I don't think it's necessarily taken into that account. It's literally based off what he said. It sounds like just basing off win-loss. Like we're not looking at the degree of difficulty of the teams that they're playing against. So, and like I said, I would fully expect an Optic, a FaZe, or an SSG to be winning all of their scrims besides like against one another. You know what I mean? Like if they're playing any of the other teams that are below them in standings, then I would expect them to win. Plain and simple. Whether it be 3 games, whether it be 13 games, I don't know. But like I was going to say, Dragon and Darth, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the live show. And then also Spring King, I just wanted to tell you, like, I was sorry for being snarky there. Sorry about that. I think it was important. I wanted to include this tweet in this section because we do frequently talk about whether or not scrims are important, right? There's been a few weeks that have gone by where we don't talk about scrim results because in the grand scheme of things, they don't necessarily matter. But if you have a close scrim, it could be a cool thing to talk about, see where teams are headed. You know what I mean? Like getting that practice in. That's awesome. But I wanted to include that statistics stuff because I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that before. That's some good information to know. So yeah, that's why I included it. That's why we're talking about it right now. But you know what? We're done talking about it now. Will, what do we got for the tournament league recaps?
Yeah, we'll move on to the Halo Rec League FFA series. Here are your week 2 standings. Tied for 9th. We have a 3-way tie with Mortally, Fictum, and I'm going to just say Dark Killer. In 8th, we have Freeman 221. 7th went to Labels. 6th, Cute Cats. 5th was, I was just going to say Uwusa. 4th went to Blazin 97. 3rd went to Bane 117. 2nd currently is Rogue Foes, and 1st went to Tribal.
I think you should try that 5th place player again.
Nope, not happening.
I thought, I'm going to butcher this, but don't you mean like, ooh?
That is exactly it. You can replay Josh's, go back in the VOD.
Nailed it. I fucking nailed it. Holy shit. Yeah.
Next.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, Riz says LVT sometimes streams their scrims on LVT. They do, and they recently did. Fuck it, I'll say it. I think there was a rage quit. Like, I think LVT rage quit their scrim. But that's besides the point.
No.
It's okay. It's just fucking practice anyway. It doesn't matter. Go ahead, Will.
Next up, Pure Delight had a FFA tournament that was streamed. And here we have the placings. 8th place went to Rogue Foes. 7th, Chio. 6th went to Tristan. 5th, Maddie. 4th, Felonies. 3rd, Sector. 2nd went to Steven Goobs, and Lure took 1st.
And again, I want to give a huge shout out to Grace, who was already in the chat here, and then also PD for putting on that event. And it's just like I said earlier, the vibes were fucking immaculate. Like, they're just fucking immaculate. You guys are awesome. Fortuna, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Go ahead, Will.
All right. Last but not least, Ascending Baseline Bandit Brawl Tournament. Looks like we have team names, but no team gamer tags. So
hey, Will, remember when I know I keep cutting you off. It's what I normally do anyway. Welcome back to the old ways of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Will, speaking about old ways of the show, remember when I ranted so fucking much about this exact problem?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do it again. For those who don't know,
oh God,
many moons ago, probably fucking like 3 years ago at this point, community tournaments typically have an issue of listing the player names. So the bracket for this event is over on Challenge or whatever the fuck you call it. I honestly don't know how to properly pronounce it because it's spelt weirdly. But either way, that's where the bracket for this Ascending Baseline tournament is on. Okay? You go to the bracket, you see the team names, you don't see the player names. Include the fucking player names! Holy shit! Put it in the description! It's not difficult to do. That's all. That's all I fucking want. I want to shout out the players on the show, but I can't fucking do that if you don't include them in the bracket. That's it.
Okay. All right. So your teams that placed top 4, fourth went to Backshots, third was Annihilate, second was Engrave It, and first went to Lies. So congratulations, whoever you are.
Yep. Would love to shout you out personally, but fucking can't. So fucking stupid, man.
It is what it is.
Stupid. You know what? This is why we need to give a special shout out to Shio with the Halo Rec League and everything. Like, FFAs are easy. Like, it's a singular gamer tag per person, easy peasy. But like the fact that over on the Halo Rec League website, all the players are listed for all the teams and everything per league. It's fucking awesome. So shout out you, Shio, for doing it right. God damn it. Yo, what's up, PD? Holy fuck, it's good to see you. All right. You're welcome, Tools, for that rant. That was for you.
Yeah.
Is that it for the tournament league recaps?
That's it. That's it, man. You have go for it.
All right, fuck.
What you got next?
Fuck. All right. Grace says...
Just awkward silence, just staring at the camera. Yep.
Grace says, I love Shio the most than anyone here. That's factually incorrect, Grace. Because I love him more than you. Want to fight about it?
Oh gosh.
I fucking tower over you. I may be like the lankiest, scrawniest dude, but I fucking, I'll just, and then you'll punch me in the dick and run away. And I'll be like, fuck, I lose. I'm in. Oh, I don't doubt Grace would win. Anybody could fucking annihilate me. So I'm a lover, not a fighter. Whatever. What's up, Ashley? Welcome back. My money's on Grace. Fuck everyone. Come on, man.
Oh.
You know what? I'll end this right here and now. No stickers for any of you.
Oh.
Fuck off. Has anybody seen Succession? Fucking Logan Roy. Fuck off! I got you. See how the turntables?
Oh, that was a quick flip, guys.
It was. Halt, I was going to send you one. As the kids say, dead ass. I was going to send you one. Oh, Grace is amazing. She's short. Like, she is small in stature, but she would fucking annihilate me. Let's be real. I don't even need to joke about it. I know she'd win. Oh, Corey, I know you do. I know you do. I saw them. I saw them on the Twitters. What's up, Fabled? Welcome back. Greatest show in recent history. Hashtag Succession. Succession was great. It was great. Halt says, really? Shit. Josh wins. All right. We back, baby. I do, Corey. I try. All right. Let's get into our topic. The topic of this week is the Halo World Championship Warm Up hosted by The Complexities.
The Complexities?
The Complexities. They're a new band. I don't know if you've heard them before. I mean, Hunter's in a band. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Why not? Sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Hosted by Complexity. Here's the results for it. But before we get into that, here's some notable information before we actually get into the results here and we get into some notable series as it was. This was online only. Okay. The fact that I opened the topic with that should let everybody know, anybody that's listened to the show for more than a month or so, the last time we had an online event, basically. For those that have listened to this show, you already know how this topic's going to go based off of how I opened it. This was online only. Okay? So let's just put the blanket over this right here and now. Does this have ramifications for who wins Worlds? No. No, it does not. Okay. Just want to make sure that's understood. Oh. All right. There was pool play leading into a championship bracket. It was best of fives until the grand finals, which was best of seven, but apparently Quadrant didn't understand that. And then they came back, so everything was okay. SSG did not participate in this tournament. Okay? SSG was not present. And Breaking Shot stood in for Mental on Shopify. So Shopify were not their entire roster. Breaking Shot stood in for Mental. There you go. Spring says, if teams have to wear their new skins at Worlds, FaZe is taking all Solitude maps. That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my God. It's a great comment. That's a great fucking comment. For those who don't know what the new skins are for FaZe, it's like, it's literally like a sand camo, basically. And if you don't know what Solitude is in Infinite, Solitude is a remake of Plaza from Halo 5. And where Plaza had color, Solitude doesn't. Or I should say, where Plaza had multitudes of color, Plaza has gray. So that's actually funny. Slayer Mike, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. So let's talk about pools here first. I don't really have any series to necessarily break down. That's not true, Spring. I mean, say something stupid, I'll shit on you regardless, but that was funny, so you get that one. You're welcome. I don't have any series necessarily to break down in pools, but I do have just a couple points and notes. One from Pool A, Luminosity, the Mexican squad, brought both Native Red and Quadrant to Game 5s. They did not win those series, but they did bring them both to Game 5s. And again, this is all online, so make sure you fucking take all this with a grain of salt. And they also ended up 3-1-ing Complexity. I'll just say Complexity played like fucking ass at this online event. So there's that. And then in Pool D, Sentinels lose 2 Game 5s against Native White and FaZe. So some very, very close series in these pools. You love to see it. We already established, Ronan, that Will's an android right now. He's a non-flickering android now, though. Because we fixed that issue. Yeah, you're right, Grace. They wanted to have other teams have a chance. They wanted FaZe to have an opportunity to win this. So yeah, we can go through pool play results here. Will, do you mind reading through the results on pool play?
Oh, there we go. I was like, usually there's a graphic. It's typed out this time. Just a little confused. Anyway, well, in Pool A,
the graphic was not in order. Like the graphic,
really?
Yeah, the graphic that Complexity put out was not in order of who won the pool to who lost the pool. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll just go to the Faceit website myself and type it out. There you go.
All right, here we go. Pool A, Quadrant took first, going 3-0. Native Red in second, going 2-1. Luminosity third, going 1-2, and Complexity going 0-3. Pool B, G1 took first in this one, going 3-0. LVT 2-1 in second. Flyers 1-2 in third, and Darkest Hour 0-3 in fourth. In Pool C, Optic 3-0. Navi taking in second, going 1-2. Shopify taking third, also going 1-2, and Cloud9 in fourth, also 1-2. So that all came down to the tiebreakers.
Mm-hmm.
In Pool D, FaZe took first, 3-0. Native White second, 2-1. Sentinels third, 1-2, and Scion Esports taking fourth at 0-3.
Very nice. Now, pools function the same way as traditional majors do, except Fort Worth, that is. So the fourth place in each pool was eliminated from the tournament. So we can just get those out of the way right now. In 13th through 16th, we had Complexity, Darkest Hour, Cloud9, and Scion. So sucks to suck losers. I'm joking. It's an online fucking tournament, okay? Let's talk about championship bracket. I'm going to quickly go through the ones that I do not have linked out because I think the last 3 series were the most telling. More so in terms of the teams that were there. But the winners quarterfinal, G1 won a game 5 over Native Red. So G1 beat Native Red 3-2. And okay. Remember when we talked about Fort Worth and we were on the post show, we talked about Fort Worth and how Native Red, I think Native Red had the 3rd seed going into Worlds because they took 3rd at Fort Worth. And I said that I don't think that they're there yet. Like clearly we talk about brackets and whatnot. They won the matches that they needed to win. They got 3rd place. That's awesome. They get 3rd seed at Worlds. That's awesome for them. I still see them as a 5th, 6th team, to be completely honest. So the fact that they lost to G1 here in an online event and then not shortly thereafter get eliminated from the tournament, do I think that they're a 9th through 12th team? No, I don't think that they're a 9th through 12th team, so therefore I wouldn't put stock in this event, okay? It's just an example. But either way, let's move to losers. Losers round 1, Navi 3-0'd LVT. Sentinels 3-0'd Native Red. So there you go. LVT get eliminated from the tournament 9th through 12th. So do Native Red. And yes, Legend, that series was very good. And we'll get to that shortly. Losers round 2, Shopify won a game 5 over Navi. So Shopify won 3-2, sending Navi home. Or Navi was already at home. Or wait, no, is Navi overseas now? Is Navi here? I think Navi's here, right? In the States. They're boot camping. Thank you. Is that just Quadrant or are they both? I think they're both, right? I could be wrong.
I've heard both.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate that.
But not, nothing like concrete confirmed information. Just I've heard it out there that they're both here.
Okay. Okie dokie. John says both teams are stateside now. Perfect. Okie dokie. And then Native White won a game 5 over Sentinels. So therefore sending Sentinel home as well. So Native White take that series 3-2. And then in losers round 3, G1 beat Shopify in another game 5. This time G1 winning 3-2. Cool? Cool. So therefore we can say that 9th through 12th are LVT, Luminosity, Flyers, and Native Red. And then we'll get to the last of the standings later on after we get through these last 3 series. Let's go to the winners final. Let's talk about FaZe Optic. FaZe Top Dick. Is HCS covering the expense or is it all of them? I think the HCS covers all the travel for them. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. FaZe Optic, winner final. The winner's final that I think everyone kind of expected to have happen in this event. Well, we got it. Here we go. Game 1 was CTF on Aquarius. It was very back and forth, and FaZe are up 3-2 with Optic getting a fresh flagpole after sending 3 members of FaZe to the respawn screen. Too bad Frosty wasn't sent to that screen as well, because unfortunately for Optic, their run would be stopped short. But not after a lot of struggle from Optic. They proceed to not only get the flag to their base, but also near the flag platform after a successful throw by Formal. Lucid or Formal simply need to carry the flag a mere couple more feet forward to get the game time capture. But FaZe had other plans. This time, phasing right into the Optic base with a beautiful collapse, eliminating all the players of Optic, getting the return of their own flag, and allowing time to expire to win the game 3-2. Game 2 was Slayer on Streets. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to notice something here with these top teams. At least in this tournament, okay? At least in this tournament. I have no fucking idea what it is, but we need to figure out what it is with teams getting a large lead in the beginning of a Slayer and just not being able to hold on to it for the rest of the game. Case in point, 28-19 lead in Optic's favor. Literally 1 minute later into the game, 31-30. It went from 28-19 to 31-30 in a minute. Still barely with Optic in the lead. But then the map flips, and this time it's FaZe with the late game lead and never looking back. They won't be making the same mistakes Optic did to kick things off. Instead, they win the game 50-44. Juan, I agree with you. It's really funny to watch it happen. It's just funny to watch it happen, especially in this event for these series. And yes, Veggies, don't worry. Veggies, we're getting to that. Trust me, I have it in here. Just wait. Just wait. In game 3 with Strongholds on Solitude, here's some more foreshadowing for you. Optic inch into the lead very briefly, 176-175, but then it was all FaZe all day. FaZe nearly hold on to a triple cap for the remainder of the game. They win 250-176, and the series 3-0. Let's go to the losers final. This time, Quadrant against Optic. Game 1, King of the Hill on Livefire. Even 17 assists from Lucid would not be enough to help lead Optic to win this game. Instead, SLG and Legend put on a masterclass performance, and they lead Quadrant to the 4-2 map win. Game 2, Slayer and Aquarius. Again, this is another example of the Quadrant aggression working in their favor, where even a very late game lead change to Optic wouldn't be enough yet again to stop this Quadrant roster. They continue to apply the pressure, and they win the game 50-48. Game 3 was Strongholds. Strongholds on Recharge. Well, here we go again. Quadrant and Strongholds go together like peanut butter and jelly. Like Halo 5 kids in the Magnum. You get the point. They don't lose these. But wait. 221-148. Going the way of Optic? Surely Quadrant aren't going to let this one get... Oh, well, there it is. That 221 score from Optic. They won't be scoring any more points in this game. Instead, Quadrant maintained a triple cap for the entire rest of the game to win 250-221 and the series 3-0. Wowzer Bowsers, that was something. Chicken with the 15 months, you get a woo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, Tools, it was just Quadrant things, but just wait. Maybe not. Drink H2O. Feel like this should be available in my car on an FM radio station. Maybe it should. That's a great fucking point. Should get on iHeartRadio.
Got the jingle and everything ready to go.
Yeah, that is it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Every once in a while, I have the fan. Like if I'm out and about and the Vikings game's on, like I'll put the fan on iHeart on my phone, and I'll just listen to it that way. Regardless, we have a grand final to talk about. Grand final was FaZe against Quadrant. I'm going to talk about 4 specific games. Okay? 4 specific games. And yes, 3 out of the 4 are the Slayers. Because they're important. They're very important. And I know that there's a lot of people out there, a lot of pros out there that fucking hate Slayers. I love them. I'm going to talk about them because I want to. It's my fucking show, bitch. Here we go. Game 2 was Slayer on Recharge. 47-44 with FaZe on the back foot, but Shock Rifle in the hands of Renegade. We don't necessarily need to talk about Sika sitting on top of the camo jump up because he gets his head ripped off by Renegade. I don't know what the fuck he was doing there. Sure, you have most of the position on the map. Okay, I get it. You as Quadrant, you have tower control, you have C-plat control, you technically have camo control by Sika just sitting there. Like, I get it. You have a lot of presence on the map, but the fact that he was there out of all places, I'm like, this is not going to end well for you, buddy. And guess what? It didn't. Now 47-45, time continuing to tick down and camo spawning in 20 seconds. Frosty, Renegade, and Snakebite all hunker down towards Elevator while Royal 2 is holding down the cross from Gold. This is when Quadrant gets some big damage down on the player sitting in elevator, forcing FaZe to back down, or so you would think. Instead, FaZe hold firm. Not only taking out the pushing Quadrant players thinking they have the advantage, but completely wiping out the squad. Taking the 1-kill lead 49-48 and proceeding to capture the final camo of the game. Quadrant need a miracle to win this game, but unfortunately for them, Renegade is able to utilize the camo perfectly for his team, gaining intel on where the Quadrant members are going, and even though he is taken down, Frosty swoops in for the cleanup to win the game 50-49. Very close game. We're going to jump ahead. Game 4 was Strongholds on Livefire. 250-177. That was the score. Now, let me ask you, who do you think won this game? Well, you'd be mistaken if you thought Quadrant. No. This time it was FaZe winning a Strongholds game against inarguably the best Strongholds team in the world. Fucking LAN or otherwise, it doesn't even matter at this point. Game 5 was Slayer and Aquarius. The Legend Killtacular game. Now, when you have FaZe kick off the game with a 7-kill lead, you may be thinking to yourself that the game could be over. Remember my foreshadowing, ladies and gentlemen, from earlier? But we all know the 2 main rules of a Slayer, right? Will, what are the 2 rules of Slayer games?
Anyone can win a Slayer.
And?
Doesn't start till 30.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby! And would you look at that? That Legend Killtacular just so happened to be at the 30-kill mark, bringing Quadrant not only back into the game, but also with a 4-kill lead, 34-30. But this is the grand finals. The fun isn't going to stop here. Instead, both teams continue to battle, inching ever closer to the map win, now tied 48-48. Chick takes out Snakebite in the back of the FaZe fridge, who then gets taken out by a Royal 2 grenade, all while Legend executes the perfect pinch to take the final kill against Renegade and win the game for Quadrant 50-49. Another 50-49. Simply with the 3-month resub, you get a whoa! Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Welcome back. Game 7. Slayer on Solitude. Oh boy. What's better than a 7-kill lead to start out a Slayer? How about a 13-kill lead? But this time by the way of Quadrant. Because that's exactly what happened. Quadrant utilized their aggression to the best of their ability and put FaZe to task to start the game off. But man, oh man, those pesky Slayer rules. Let's fast forward here and see what the score is like at the 30-kill mark. Oh, 31-25. And still going the way of Quadrant. That's fantastic. All right. Let's just go forward a little more here. And hey, 43-35 still in Quadrant's favor. Surely they win this game, right? Surely we head into a bracket reset, right? Right? Wait a second. Quadrant, what are you doing? Okay, so what? You all go down all 4. Who cares? You're still winning 44-40. The aggression's working. Keep it up. You got this. Okay, so you get a couple more deaths. Now 45-42. Oh, no. Now you're stuck in Plaza. Oh, now you're turtling in Plaza. No, wait, I get it. You have the lead. Let them come to you, right? Make them make the mistake, right? Okay, hey, that kind of worked. You're able to push a couple players out into cafe and get some trades. We take trades here. All right, Quadrant, you're still winning 48-44. Trades win you the game, and you have 3 players on FaZe on the respawn screen while Royal 2 is sitting pretty on sniper spawn with some bullets left in the chamber. But wait, no. You guys are still spawning in Plaza, and FaZe were able to clean up your stragglers. Still, It's now 48-46, and all of FaZe look to be sitting ducks on Sniper and Lift. It's time to make your move. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, guys, not that move! Both Legend and SLG are taken out from dip and bottom mid, respectively. The game's tied 48-48. With both Sika and Chick making a move from Soda and Posters to Sniper to try and deal with Frosty. All players on FaZe proceed to phase the fuck out, instead doubling back to Cafe while Quadrants spring right into the FaZe trap. SLG is quickly taken out and the remaining Quadrant players are collapsed on as FaZe wins the game 50-48. The series 4-3 and the title of World's Warm Up Champions. Yikes. There you go. Will, if you do me a favor, read through the final placings of what we got for this warm-up.
Of course, in 7th and 8th, then we had Sentinels and Navi, 5th, 6th, Native Gaming White and Shopify Rebellion. 4th went to Gamers First. The Green Wall came in 3rd, Quadrant 2nd, and FaZe Clan taken 1st.
Very nice. Dizzy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. So again, links to everything, including the brackets and the VODs from the entire tournament, will be in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. ! Show notes in chat if you're watching live, or it'll be in the description of the audio and video versions of the show when they release. Does this put any stock into how Worlds will shake out? No! It's an online tournament. Does this mean Optic is washed? No! They literally just won Fort Worth. SSG didn't even compete in this event. Shopify didn't even have their full roster. Okay? We've never had, and I don't want to try to throw shade at Luminosity here. It's going to sound like I'm throwing shade at Luminosity, and I don't fucking mean to. Luminosity got 9th through 12th. They made it out of their pool. Okay? They've never done that before on LAN. They've never made it out of their pool on LAN. Okay? So, I just want everybody to relax. I just want everybody to relax and realize that this was an online event meant to just get some practice for these teams. I don't want people taking things way too fucking far and thinking that, like, come on. Keep expectations in check here. Let's all relax. No, Ungoy, like, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, they've never gotten out of their pool before. So I hope they do. It'd be fucking crazy, and it'd be a really cool thing for that region, and we'd finally be able to, like, give them an opportunity to do something. But what are you going to do? The Overlordian, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Oh. But hey, if there's a couple things that were shown here, things to take into consideration, clearly FaZe's practice seems like it's working out for them. Clearly Quadrant being over here is helping. Then being in the EU region, obviously. Navi, obviously some practice is going to be doing them well as well. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But there's a couple of things I'm never going to complain about. I'm never going to complain about having more competitive Halo to watch, whether it be LAN or online. I'm happy for there to be something to watch, something to listen to. I think that's awesome. And I'm never going to complain when matches are as close as they are. Never. So, huge shout out to Complexity for putting this on. Thank you very much for doing so. Shout out to LVT crew for the broadcasting and the talent as always. You guys are fucking awesome too. Duh. And yeah, shout out to you all. The event was very fun to watch. Spring says, Navi out here fighting for their lives in the partnership program. Luminosity is right on their tail. It's funny you say that. Like, jokes aside, I don't think Luminosity would ever get in based on how frequently they leave and enter the scene. Like, I just don't fucking see it happening. So, Fresh, you might not be wrong on that front. Although Complexity did play fucking awfully. So, I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. Worlds is literally less than 2 weeks away. Holy shit. Will, is there anything you want to talk about to end the topic?
No, other than, online tournament, don't put too much stock in it. Like we've been saying, really a warm-up tournament. It's titled the warm-up tournament. And we'll see what all shakes out. I mean, this time in 2 weeks we'll have a world champion, right?
So we will.
Like Josh said, SSG didn't play. Like, you could tell some teams may have played better than others. I mean, someone said it earlier, but Sentinels, not the greatest online team, but I think they'll show up better on LAN, and that's what matters, right? That's what we're all waiting for. So
absolutely.
Can't wait for Worlds.
Agreed. Stumpy says, I'm just here for Vikings talk. What's Halo? All jokes aside, if you want to hear about Vikings talk, go subscribe to us over on Patreon at the $5 and up tier. You get access to our Off the Rails audio podcast, where literally the September episode was us talking about the Vikings. And we finally won a game. So there's that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. As a Broncos fan, that Dolphins game was brutal. As a football fan, that was a thrill. Yeah. I'm sorry you're a Broncos fan. Spring asks a good question. Do you guys think coaches matter less on LAN, or is the difference nerves, crowd, no lag? From what we've heard from players, like from what players have said, I think it depends on your coach. I think it really depends on your coach and what your coach does for your team. Like there's some coaches that just let their players play the game. They don't really chime in. And then there's other coaches that really take into the role and try to do everything they can to better their team. And so I don't think it would, what am I trying to say here? I don't think they matter less. I don't think they matter less. I think they matter similarly. If anything, they could, again, based on the team, based on the players in the team, they could matter more. Like Ungoy just said, they could matter more. Because as we've seen with Elamite and SSG, in their documentaries that they've done, a coach can be there to calm the nerves, right? To get all your players back on the right track. Even if you have a player or two players on the team that are just standard IGLs, they will take that head on. It still can be nice to have a coach, again, depending on the team. It can be nice to have that coach there to be that calm mind for the group and try to put everybody's minds at ease. And yeah, that could be the case. I think it would matter more in person and not less. What's up, Sniffit? How's it going?
Yeah, for coaches too, sometimes when you're in the heat of that fight, stakes are high. That simple call out of overshield in a minute could change the gameplay drastically. The team sets up differently. If the team's frantic in that moment, it might be a reset for them. I think I've even heard some coaches be still missing the fourth, they get 3 down and don't know where the fourth is. That can help the team either know they're clear to set up here, or they got to go find the last guy, right? Yeah, I think coaches matter tremendously, no matter when they're involved, right? Online, LAN, and Josh said it too. The nerves thing, if they can calm a team down. I mean, in the Optic documentaries, we've seen Lunchbox go back and just say a few words, and the team gets together and calms down, figures their stuff out, comes back and dominates, right? Like,
right.
If your team's losing their mental, you got to be that guy that resets it.
And we've heard some great things about, like, just throwing out some names that we've heard like a lot of positive things about. Thug Nasty's in the chat right now. He's the coach for formerly Status Quo, now LVT. You have Chig, coach of Sentinels. You have Trey, coach of G1 now, if I'm not mistaken. Hoaxer, now coach of Native White, I believe. Lunchbox, obviously, coach of Optic. Elamite, obviously, coach of SSG. Royal One, obviously, coach of FaZe. Like, you have the coaches that I mentioned right there, like, from what I've heard from the players specifically, is that they all love them. Like, they all believe in them and want them there and think that they make them better. And so, yeah. Good question. And then Tool says, I personally think having a coach who is dedicated can take a team closer to their ceiling. I think it's more about allowing a team to compete at their best rather than making the team better or worse. Enlighten says, Will, you're amazing. You seem like the lunchbox to the show. Look at you, Will.
Oh, too kind. Too kind.
I fucking love Will. Grace says, you have to choose whether the coach means something to the team. In my opinion, coaches matter and should be respected when they put the work in. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. That's it for the topic. Let's move in to the regular news. I don't have any actual Halo news for you, but I do have news that will affect your clips that you may have made and you're probably going to want to take care of. So, bonus Xbox update for September, a simplified experience to back up your game captures to OneDrive and more. This is by Xbox. Starting today, this was a little while ago, we're updating the way the Xbox network retains game captures. Game captures stored on the Xbox network will be deleted after 90 days. Okay? To back up any clips or screenshots you wish to keep indefinitely, follow the steps listed in our Backup Your Clips article. To double check the status of your game captures, go to the Captures app to view your game captures stored on the Xbox network to see if any are marked for an upcoming deletion. Alongside this new retention approach, we're making it easier than ever to back up all your game captures to either OneDrive or an external storage device of your choice. You can move, manage, and bulk upload where you store your captures on your Xbox console. To do so, press the Xbox button, go to My Games and Apps, see all, Apps, and Captures. You'll see a Tell Me More button where you can get started. You'll also be able to set up future captures to automatically back up to OneDrive, so you'll never have to wonder if everything is backed up. Thanks to the built-in Microsoft Clipchamp video editor on your PC, you can also create videos of your epic gaming moments for the game captures you saved to OneDrive. Trim, crop, add text, transitions, and other effects. Afterward, you can easily share these videos with your friends, family, and followers. So yeah, 90 days. They will be deleted. So make sure you have your clips uploaded to OneDrive or an external storage device to make sure they do not get deleted, because I fully understand that tons of people do not listen to this show and have not seen that article, and tons of people may be pissed off when they realize that their clips are gone when they wanted to go back and look at them. So just keep that in mind, and that's it for the regular news. We don't have any Condor of the Games to watch this week, which means it's time for Will's Adventures with the Nailovers. Will, what'd you play last week?
Well, of course, some Halo Infinite. Just doing some random ranked grinding, hopping back into Husky Raid. And, of course, we had our HRL match, which I'll let you go in depth with later. I'll say this: when I played some Need for Speed Unbound, I went online. I just wanted to race. I felt like playing a racing game, and that was the one I have downloaded. I sold one of my cars and am now building out Dom's Charger from the Fast and Furious movies because I thought that would be fun. So working on that. And I also played a game that probably nobody has heard of. It's currently free on Steam. It's in alpha. It's called Star Siege Dead Zone. There's not many players. It takes 5 minutes to find a game.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's basically a looter shooter kind of BR thing. You can play solo or trios. You drop it. You're like on basically like a ship that's being like the zone is basically the ship gets destroyed from the outside in, and you have to make your way to an area of the ship. There's drop pods that come in that you can extract from, and then there's other teams. You loot up, try to get better gear, all that. There's AI on the map as well as other players. I don't know. It's an alright game. It's something I just needed something different to play for a little bit. I often go in solo, try to get the random stuff out. You have like 4 spots you can use, or start off with 1. You can upgrade your character to get more, but you get spots you can use, and if you die, you get those spots out no matter what. If you lose everything else, kind of like a Tarkov. It's a little bit like Tarkov meets Halo. Abilities. There's actually like, it's kind of crazy. There is like overshield, the camo for a little bit. There's a hologram ability. It just feels like it was taken right from Halo, to be honest. But it's just a random game, something to mess around on. My buddy Joey plays it, and that's that. And I'm not like saying go get this game. It's great. It's just something to mess around on. And that's all I played. What about you, Josh?
Thug says you lost me at BR.
Oh yeah, it's
the battle rifle.
Oh yeah, no. Battle Royale type of game.
Yeah, what happened to all the fucking Halo players wanting one? Huh? What happened to that shit?
Yeah.
There's a forger who is coming out with one and like when season 5 releases or something, so hopefully that's good. Yeah, hopefully that's cool, but whatever. Dragon says, will you join the upcoming Infection tournament just to expand upon his adventures? So, Will, what he's referencing is there's an Infection FFA tournament that's going to be on Saturday, October 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern. And, yeah. There you go.
I might get some shit for this, but I don't like Infection. I'm not a fan of the mode. So, I'm not good at it, let alone joining a tournament. I'll probably just get destroyed. So, that's probably a no for me. Sorry.
Isn't that half the fun is just getting shit on? That's a joke.
Sure.
All right. Did you like Unbound? Are you liking Unbound?
Yeah, it's okay. I like that it's easy to make money online, and I started playing the story. It got a little, I don't know. So there was a point I reached and I'm like, why am I doing this? I went online. So now I'm just trying to grind for money online to buy cool cars and all that fun stuff. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm early access for Forza Motorsport releases, I think, at the end of this week.
Okay.
Or I think on Thursday. So that's going to be the next, for me personally, that's going to be the next racer that I get into. So very much looking forward to that. I hope it's good. Everything that I've heard and seen has been awesome. So any excuse to get back into Forza, I'm fucking there for. Corey says if it makes you feel any better, I don't like Infection either, and I'm hosting it. Just trying to give others a different tournament. No, that's fine.
Sure.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Halt, that's fine. I like both. I like both Actually, fuck it. I'll even say this. I like both equally because they both scratch that different itch for me in terms of racing games. Obviously, Motorsport being the more sim style, but not necessarily too simmy like a Gran Turismo. And then Horizon being obviously the more arcadey and like the open world aspect. So I like both. Oh, and Grace is casting it. That's fucking rad. So what we got to do is we got to get Will to compete, and then we got to get me on the mic with Grace. That's what we got to do, Will. We saw how well that went last time. All right, so played some Halo Infinite. Like you said, Will, we had our HRL match. We are currently 3-1 in terms of series count. We have our last. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Will, but I believe we have our last regular season match this Thursday.
Oh no, there's got to be more than that. Let me pull up the schedule.
I swear to God, that's the last one in like the upcoming schedule. If Shio is here, he can comment too. Josh won't cast. He never casted our HRL match. It didn't work out. Fuck off. Boba Fett, excited to see you, man. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Shio, how many matches do we have left in the regular season? Am I right on 1? 3 more? Oh shit. Okay. There you go, Will. 3 more.
Yeah, I think it just shows the next match.
We go on break for Worlds, Riz says.
Yes.
See, because if you go to the website, like I checked last week, and last week it said we had 2 matches left. Like the one for that week and then the one for this week. So. What's up, Tiger Tom? Welcome back. Good to see you. Hey, less than 2 weeks till you get your sticker. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, can't wait to see it. It's going to be a great time. Ungoy, no, you don't. You don't need to see me casting. It's a bad idea. Grace, I don't doubt it would be good. I just know that like I'm not good at it. So like you do what you normally do. You'd carry the whole thing and that'd be great. Oh yeah, we did cast one. That is right. It didn't last very long, but we did cast. Oh shit. That's right. I forgot. Oh man, no.
That was bad.
It was bad. It was bad. Guys, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Grace, I had a lot of fun with you though. It was fun and funny. And I got to fucking call Garrett by his first name. I was just being an asshole and calling the LVT guys by their first names. That was fucking hilarious for me. So yeah, we're currently 3-1. As Shio and Will have confirmed, we have a few more matches left, not just one because I'm a fucking moron. So yeah, we have a match this week on Thursday. We take a break for Worlds, and we're back again. It's gonna be a good time. Excited to see how the rest of the season shakes out. I'm playing some more Sea of Stars. And to me, it's just a game that just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting fucking better. Play it if you haven't. It's on Game Pass. It's not an ad. It's just a fucking awesome game. Play it. It's great. Riz can attest to that. So can Thug. Let's go, Thug Nasty. Yes! Fuck yeah. I need more people playing this shit. At Josh. Who's at Josh, Riz? It ain't me, bitch. And then I'm playing Cyberpunk again. I finally finished the main campaign. It took me long enough, but I finally fucking did it. For those who know about the multiple endings, I'm not going to go into it, but I did the Pan Am ending. And yeah, so I beat the main campaign in that, and now I'm working on Phantom Liberty, which is the expansion that came out. That's what I'm currently doing. Anyone else think it's funny the cast team call each other by their gamer tags instead of their actual names? What do you mean?
On LVT?
I was going to say, I'm confused, Manther. Will and I call each other by our names. I know that for a fact. Is Phantom Liberty good? I'm on the fence. I think the opening for Phantom Liberty, because I'm still at the very beginning, I think the opening to Phantom Liberty is far better than the opening to Cyberpunk is. Like from a campaign standpoint, I think the opening to Phantom Liberty is far better than the opening of the base campaign in Cyberpunk. So there's that. That's all I have to say on it right now because I'm still very early on it. On the DLC. Yeah, it's what I'm playing. Let's get into some shoutouts. Happy belated birthday to Spartan. And then happy birthday today to Trippy and Miss Audie. Happy birthday to you guys. Hope it's a great one. Congratulations to
Unishek
on unlocking all 700 out of 700 achievements in MCC. That's pretty fucking rad. Congratulations to you. Shout out to everyone who joined the community playdate. It was a fine guy. Pancakes, Fox Too Quick, Game Crazy John, Halt Hammer, Hero Spartan. I think it's Lukey.
Lukey, yep.
Yep. Overkill, Rasta Monkey Jr., Riznak, Search, Snagoo, and Swole Danny. Shout out to you guys. Hope it was a fun time. I certainly had some fun. And that's right, Snag. Fuck you. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. Give me a fucking hot second here. I'm going to mispronounce it, so I'm just going to fucking read it out. VYGHN, thank you for the follow. Shaffy, thank you for the follow. Jiza, Enlightened, Dubcheek, Darth, Dragon, Fortunas, Slayer, Dizzy, and Overlordian. Thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Daddy and Snag, thank you guys for the fucking bits. Hashtag bit by bit. Grace with the 3-month. Riz with the 5-month. Ruby with the 3-month. John with the gifted sub to Halt. Chica with the 15-month. And Simply with the 3-month. You all get a woo! Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Grace, I'm not fucking doing that. Oh my God. Pelodocious? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. And yes, Div in fact re-rolled. So check your emails if you're a VIP ticket holder for Worlds. Check your emails. You may have gotten one from Div and or the HCS. And you may be the winner of the 343 Studio Tour. There you go. Shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers over on our Patreon. Will's going to shout that out very shortly. That's Rasta Monkey Jr., Ricky, Snagoo, Raider Hater, Peanut, Mutt, One Swole Danny Phantom, Riznak, Zarners, Obby, Joy, Mr. Smiley, High Tech Redneck, Goalie Sniper, The Only Neeb, Heavy Rainfall, Elated Dartboard, and Carnage. Thank you guys very, very fucking much for the added support over on Patreon. Hope you're enjoying the content. Simply says I'll be at Worlds, live less than 3 hours away. Fuck yeah, we'll see you there. Grace with the gifted sub, you get a woo! Thank you so much. Community creations, Halo memes every day, reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Check that out. And then Native Gaming Halo World Championship mobile wallpapers are available. This is by Native Gaming. Go check those out. They look pretty fucking snazzy. What's up, Rob Struck? Welcome back. They look pretty fucking snazzy. All right, Will, before you plug the show, I'm gonna show off the stickers one more time for the folks that are still hanging out with us right now, because we got some new folks in here. And if you're attending Worlds and you come say hi to us and you find us, you come, shoot the shit, talk shop as it is, you'll get a sticker. And they're fucking awesome, if I do say so myself. So hold tight. I'm going to show you what they look like, and then Will's going to plug this bitch. And then buy Noob Combo merch, Fucking rocking it right now. Buy the Noob Combo merch. Buy our merch. Will, you'll shout that out later, too. Give me 1 second. It's hard walking around with cords and shit. God damn it. Appreciate you, Rob. Here they are. Oh, I'll get it closer to the camera, but they're like a holographic fucking, they're fucking awesome. They're our World's logo. So they got gold and more vibrant blue and red. Check this shit out, bitch. Ooh, they're fucking nice. Is there an HCS Pro Talk thong? Could there be? No and no. I'll make you a deal, Grace. Convince Cisco to come on the show, and I'll make that happen.
Oh, gosh.
Okay? Convince Cisco to come on the show. And who knows? We'll see what happens. Tiger Tom with the 5 gifted subs. Holy shit. Thank you, Lucid's dad. Greatly appreciated. You're getting one of those stickers, too. That means it's time for 5 woos. Woo! 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 There it is. The grill father himself, yes. How many women will it take? Oh, no, I'm telling you, just get Cisco. Convince Cisco to be on the show. And then I will make it happen. I don't know how. I'll figure it out. Oh, fuck. All right, well, that's all I got. Do me a favor. Plug this shit.
If you don't know already, we have a Patreon. We do a little extra content. There's different tiers. You get different things. Go check it out. Patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk, all one word. Actually, when you search us, most places, search HCS Pro Talk in one word. I've never said that, but I noticed today when I went to Twitch and just typed in HCS Pro Talk with the spaces, we didn't pop up. So HCS Pro Talk, all one word.
It is one word.
It is. Find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk again. On iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher. Actually, wait, no. Did Stitcher go away? I think it did. Spotify and others like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast, still not an ad, and yes, Stitcher went bye-bye.
Join the Discord. The link's now updated in the chat thingy on Twitch. The brain is falling apart here. Find it on our Twitter. Linktree is there. Or in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Speaking of Twitter, we have some social media sites. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even a TikTok for our shorts. Go check that out. We also have a YouTube where we post videos, VODs, other things, interview series we've done. Go check out YouTube. If you go to hcsprotalk.com, I missed one Twitch live, 7 p.m. Central.
Jesus Christ.
Twitch.tv/HCS Pro Talk. We have a website, hcsprotalk.com, but not really because it sends you to evolvedhalo.com.
Your home for Halo.
Where the fine folks over at Podcast Evolved live. They're there on the website.
They live there.
In the data stream.
They own property there.
Yep. They have a merch store over there too. If you just need all the Halo merch that ever existed, go check out evolvedhalo.com. And they also have shows called Podcast Evolved, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Builds with Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. Go do it.
Do it, please.
That's all I got, Josh.
Awesome. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Will, did you shout out our new merch yet? I'm sorry.
Oh, we got our Worlds merch.
We do.
Fourth wall, HCS Pro Talk.
Do it up. Exclamation point merch in the chat, or click the button at the bottom of the stream because I updated it. And now it'll actually take you where it's supposed to go. Buy our Worlds merch. It's available right now. It looks fucking rad. I love it. I'm wearing the hat right now. Can't really see it very well, but know that it's there. And there you go. Hashtag. No, it has to, Manther, it has to be hashtag HPT thong for HCS Pro Talk.
If you want to set that up, Josh, you go for it. Just
I'm not doing it. Fresh says you have way more to talk about. Don't end the show. What else do we have to talk about? What'd you think of the new Blink song? I really liked One More Time. I don't like the other one very much. Also, there's a guy who does, I feel like an asshole because I'm forgetting his name right now, but he does a lot of like pop punk covers. And he did a cover of One More Time, but in like the old style of Blink songs from like 3 different Blink generations. And it's very good. It's very, very good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the album. I'm going to be the one person in the world who thinks this. Well, actually, I think this is a base take. This is a based fucking take. I think Neighborhoods is Blink's best album. You have a great night, Tiger Tom. We'll see you at Worlds. We will see you at Worlds. And yeah, Ashley, the fact that they put Miss You in the lyrics, I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I think Neighborhoods is Blink's best album. That or they're self-titled. But I do put Neighborhoods just slightly above their self-titled. So, fuck me, right? All right. I'm just happy fucking Tom DeLonge is back. I'm just stoked for that shit. So, yeah. Does anybody have any other questions before we get off? Any other questions before we get off? Because apparently Fresh said we have a lot more to talk about. I don't know what you're talking about. Daddy with the 10 bits. Thanks for the fucking bits. Don't talk bad about Matt Skiba. I'm not talking bad about Matt Skiba. I'm just happy that Tom DeLonge is back. To me, Blink wasn't Blink without Tom. Nothing against Matt. He's a fine musician. I just didn't think they didn't, I don't know. To me, they weren't Blink without Tom. What Fresh? I'm waiting for you to tell me what we still have to fucking talk about because I feel like we don't. I feel like we got it. Unless you're getting to like what's on the next week's episode of the show. That's our World's preview.
That it is.
Ronan, fuck you. But yes, next week, ladies and gentlemen, is our World's 2023 preview episode. We're going to have predictions. We're going to break down the entire event before the event starts. And it's going to be a great fucking time. It's going to be a great fucking time. Favorite crayon color? Will, do you have a favorite crayon color? You know mine.
I think I know yours. Yeah. No, I don't.
Mine is cerulean. The best color to ever exist. Cerulean is the best color to ever exist. That's my favorite crayon color. Do you think NSYNC will announce a tour?
No.
I agree with no.
The reason they're back together is to promote the movie, the Trolls movie.
Yep. And JT, Justin Timberlake, has an album completed. It's just up to him when he wants to release it. So if anyone's going to go on tour, it's JT. In which case he might... The only way I could see NSYNC being on tour again is if JT goes on tour and then brings them along to play that one song. Like, that's genuinely the only way I see it happening. So... You too, Snag. Also, fuck you. Oh, man. All right. Why don't we ask these questions on the Patreon Q&A? That's a great question.
Yeah. Not everyone's part of the Patreon, but we're kind of getting to crossover territory here, you know?
The last question I'm going to ask, because I think this is funny. Tool says, did the NFL throw the Jets-Chiefs game so they could... claim the Chiefs are 2-0 since becoming Swifties? No, because if you watch that game, you'll see the refs had it on both sides. Like, the first half of that game... I am so
tired of the fucking Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce conversation. Like,
it brings eyes on the league, Will. Ronan says, did you see there's a football game at the Taylor Swift show?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's turning into.
Oh, my God.
Fuck.
No, like, if you go back and you watch that fucking game, like, the first half of that game, I swear to God, the refs had it in for the Chiefs. The Jets, as in they wanted the Jets to win. And then towards the end, it's like, okay, we're getting some calls on both sides. All right. Tools, can we agree that officiating has been pretty inconsistent for the whole league this year?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Like, there have been some weird, stupid shit that's happening on both sides of the ball, man. On every game is what it seems like. So. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back next week to talk about Worlds, because, yes, next week is our Worlds 2023 post show. I mean, post show. Jesus Christ, we're skipping the event.
Go right to the post show. We have the answers, folks.
Yep,
Tune
we
in.
do.
You heard it here first.
Our predictions are always right, ladies and gentlemen. Our predictions are always right.
Hey Josh, do I get to put my prediction in the guessing thing
no,
in our Discord?
The fuck out of here. No.
Can I just put it in, just see where it lands?
I mean, yeah, go ahead. Do it after. Do it after
the show.
Yes. Do it after everybody has already submitted theirs. Like, do it.
Well, I'm going to wait till our pre-show too, because we'll talk about our predictions on the pre-show.
Yep. Do that. What day will it be on for the next show? We try to stick to the schedule of every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central for the live show. Every Monday evening at 7 p.m. Central for the live show. If we're not late. What I'll say is that the World's Post show might not be on that Monday. Because
we're both traveling. I don't think it will be.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. But for the World's Preview next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Central, be here. It's going to be great. Give me a great fucking time. Can't wait. All right. That'll do it for us. You guys are amazing. We love you. We'll see you next week. But until then. Bye.